open the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JR.
All right, Bulldog outcome we had hoped for last night in Boston as the United States team falls 3-2 to Canada.
The dog was up watching hockey last night, and man, and obviously we wanted Team USA to win, but I got to tell you, Lynch, that was riveting last night. Just the whole atmosphere in that arena last night. Obviously, the booing of the national anthem, all the patriotism going on, and it was. I learned a lot about hockey last night. That was again just the passion on the floor of those two teams. Canada, of course, ends up winning it in overtime, 3-2 in this brilliant marketing for hockey, this Four Nations event. This is the inaugural one. I have to think a lot of sports are going to look at this when it comes to their quote unquote all-star activities. Don't you?
Yeah, the carryover effect, I think, really is what the best part is. It got them in front of eyeballs that normally, like yours, that normally
like
would
mine.
have no interest. Yeah,
and mine.
Yeah.
Sounds like the dog was up late, screaming.
I was fixated on it.
Yeah,
I was. I mean, I was watching some Magic as well, but this game. This is, and maybe I'm a hockey illiterate. All right, but here's my bulldog bite on this game. This game will dwarf the rating of any game in the Stanley Cup Finals.
That could be an accurate statement. It could be.
Hey, I tell you what, you said that you were into it. You should have seen Tom's Watch Bar last night. Place was just on their feet. I mean, it was good. It was good to see.
Were there any Canadians in there?
Yeah.
Were there?
Yep, there were. And they were treated respectfully, as were the Americans as well.
I mean, that wasn't just a game last night. That was like, I was reading one of the reports this morning. It was a geopolitical brawl last night. I mean, people were talking about tariffs and annexation of Canada, and President Trump threw a jab at Trudeau before the game, and then after the game, Trudeau tweeted. You see what Trudeau tweeted out? You can't take our country and you can't take our game.
Yeah.
That trash talking between the presidents, my God, unbelievable.
President did called the team yesterday morning after their morning skate around and wished them luck and said that had he not been already committed to that governor's conference, he would have been there. So
was that a hint at making Trudeau a governor? Was that why he said if it wasn't for the governor's thing?
No doubt about it. So the Magic picked back up in the final stretch of the regular season last night with a win, guys.
Oh, yeah. They were down 19 in the first half, and I was worried, but they came storming back. Cole Anthony came up big near the end. He had a couple of big shots. And then, of course, Paolo Banchero looks like he's back to his old self. He scored 36 points last night, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. The Magic ended up winning that game 114-108. The Franz, he had 25 points. By the way, Cole Anthony finished with 17. Trae Young was massive for Atlanta. He had a game high 38 for them. Magic, though, typically from the Magic, they shot they hit 6 of 25 threes, so they still shot horribly from downtown, but their defense picked up last night, and I got to tell you, they have 7 straight home games now. 7 straight home games beginning tonight against Memphis. We'll know where this Magic team is headed in the next 7 games.
What's the update on the contusion?
Yeah, on the Charlie horse. Did he get wind of that?
Actually, you guys laugh at me, but I talked to somebody with the Magic yesterday, and I suggested to them, is this a really bad Charlie horse? And he goes,
for Jalen Suggs.
Yes. Yeah, for Jalen Suggs. This is a really bad Charlie horse, and I did suggest that maybe Jalen should see my orthopedic guy, Dr. Ben Gay. I suggested that.
Maybe you could try that Relief Factor stuff that's all over. Get a jar of Relief Factor.
Jalen Suggs, I'm told should be back next week. So we shall see.
Hey, did you guys see this Carson Beck story? Him and his girlfriend.
Oh, I heard something about this. Yeah.
All right. So Carson Beck has transferred, from the University of Georgia down to Coral Gables to quarterback the Hurricanes this upcoming season. He's got a boatload of money, obviously with the new structure in college football and college sports in general. His girlfriend, high profile player for the Miami, right? Bulldog.
Oh yeah, one of the twins, right?
Right. So these two are a power couple down there. They had all their automobiles stolen the other night.
Was it the Chilean gang?
Among the automobiles that were stolen were the Mercedes and Lamborghini owned by Beck.
This is getting out of control.
Good Lord.
What happened to the days where it was just a tractor for Mama at the farm? Now it's a Lambo for Junior.
Had his Mercedes and Lambo stolen. Orlando City, new campaign begins this weekend, Bulldog.
Saturday, Purple Palace against Philadelphia. Yeah, they had a great season last year, although they didn't win the title. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to watch because everybody thinks Orlando City's gonna be good again this year. Although they did lose Facundo Torres, their best player, but they've added to the roster as well. So we'll see what happens this season with Orlando City.
Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic on AM 740 and FM 96.9 The Game, weekday mornings on adjacent to us, and he takes time out of his busy schedule to join us for the sports page each morning here on JRR. Have a good weekend, Bulldog.
JRR.